right? Her mom's worked at FedEx. Her dad worked at the post office, right, for years. And her parents is older, feel me? But with that being said, all of y'all put together, you mean to tell me that there's not enough jobs going around where y'all could do or take care of y'all family members? The way we treat our elderly in this country is wild, but specifically this situation. If it meant so much for your moms to not be working, for your dad to not be working, then my ask is, what is your contribution? But not only that, even with Glorilla, all right, cool, bet. Trust and believe, she's an artist, she come from the hood, she comes from nothing, right? A lot of times when these niggas ain't got nothing, they look at that as a license to be irresponsible. So I'm pretty sure over the past couple years, Glorilla's effed up a whole lot of money, right? And she's made a lot of money, right? But at the same time and the same point, do y'all feel that somebody, that you obligated to have to take care of all your grown-ass siblings? We're not talking about a child right here, right?
No.
She's basically upset at the backlash or how people look at her like, damn, ain't you Glorilla's sister? Listen, that ain't no different in Memphis than it is anywhere else when somebody got a famous family member. Ain't you such and such? Why you ain't this or why you ain't that or why this person ain't with... But you, at the same time, you don't know what that person says circumstances is. From what I'm gauging specifically off of how this woman conducts herself on Facebook Live or whatever she's on, tells you almost everything you need to know about why she don't do nothing for her sister.
Yeah.
Let's carry on. Let's watch more, because this shit get good towards the end.
I'm sick of, you know what I'm saying? Y'all glorify this. My mama still talk, mind doing the clock and it. Now, the rich was about a year or two ago. Lawyer blocked my mama. Had her going to go try to get a loan. Out of all my siblings, see, my mama got on her high horse, but Gloria was f***ing with her though. Gloria f***ing with my mama. But that money got low. And when the money got low, Gloria got ghosts. All of my siblings was not finna, because my mama got on her high horse, was treating us like, you know what I'm saying, because Gloria was you beefing with your siblings for what? We ain't did shit to you. How why is you beefing with your siblings? It's 10 of us and you don't do nothing for none of us, bro. Come on, bro. And then y'all stupid out here talking about some, she not obligated to do shit for nobody. That is obligated to do shit for all of us.
Why?
That hoe obligated.
Hey, somebody said you look like Finesse two-time brother in this.
Oh, geez, that hoe obligated to do something for every last one of us. We sitting eating canned beans and shit on the floor. Literally taking baths out of bottles of water, bro. Literally taking baths out of bottles of water. Lights off. Fat ass rats. Roaches. All types of shit. How she ain't obligated to do shit for us? But you want to sit here and talk about our struggle. How the
Whoa.
What's that?
I just built a budgeting app in Base 44.
Guys, Nina just built an app.
she ain't obligated?
She's talking about the struggle because it's her struggle as well. My thing is this. With that being said, what do you do? What is your skill set? What do you contribute as a member of society where you can pull yourself up by your bootstraps, as you know the politicians would say? But on some G shit though, y'all cannot keep making excuses for yourselves, talking about what somebody should do or how they should do for you, and they got to do this and that and third for you, because guess what? Nobody has to.
No.
Because she ain't doing it. So what does that tell you? What are you going to do? That always, you know, in my life, in this music shit, it's been so many people that's, I wouldn't say know me. They know me, but they don't know me, right? It's people that I've known for 30 years. I've never been inside of their house, and they've never been inside of mine. They might know me or know things about me, but do they know me as a person? Have we ever shared any meaningful or, you know, plentiful, abundant conversations? No. Anytime when I was sick or not, and they don't even take that. Do we have a friendship? Mm-hmm. Is our relationship just that we're related? Because a lot of people that's related to you ain't your family.
Fact.
Just because a motherfucker's related to you don't make them your family. You feel me? But if y'all shared experience is just trauma, and she got out of the trauma, my thing is I can understand why you may feel like you're entitled to compensation. But what did you do to earn that? Was it just simply running alongside of her? You're an adult, she's an adult. Is it simply because y'all look alike? She's your sister, y'all got the same parents, that you feel like she has to do something? See, this is the part where people get shit twisted and people get shit lost. And I ain't gonna lie, I can see both sides of the coin, because the problem is a lot of artists, and I'm not saying Glorilla did this because I don't know what she did or didn't, but a lot of artists sell their people dreams. They tell them that they're gonna do all this types of shit for them. But if she ain't been messing with you for years, then that's not the case. But there are people who be telling people, yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this. And then when you ask them, they like, what you talking about? Like, they get convenient amnesia. But this situation, the way she talks, the way she feels entitled, the way she speaks on things, it is completely wild. Let's watch some more, though. This shit is funny.
Y'all let her believe she not. You sitting there got the other riding around in cars and this is that and the third. Come on now, bro. That shit ain't right. I give a what none of y'all gotta say. So we sitting there when we didn't have the cans of beans to eat, we was eating ketchup sandwiches.
Mustard boys.
How you could have bought mine? I don't give a I'm obligated. And y'all talking about she really got the bitch ain't been giving me nothing, so why should I give a that? Why should I give a she ain't giving me that? It's been 4 years. How the my brother staying down there calling my mama for $40 on the phone bill. My other sister staying down there trying to get some shit on Temu. And they staying with Glory. But she got all these motherfuckers around her.
Don't be starting that shit.
But we not obligated. Y'all talking about you just could have reached out to her. How many times have I reached out? I reached out to this bitch twice. I reached out to this hoe twice. Got a brother working at TJX. I got a brother who been seeing this man suffering. But you got the next at weed farms and all this. You got the next doing this. I'm obligated, bitch. All them other hoes obligated. Then I called this hoe. I'm like, Gloria, can you f with me? I text her. Ask her, could you f with me and give me some bread? When I lost my job and shit. This she ain't respond. Then I got robbed for being known as her sister. And I got robbed for my shit because she ain't gave me shit. 4 niggas sat here and robbed me in Orange Mound because of you. But you ain't gave me a thing. Nothing. You ain't got none of us nothing. The same who you was sitting there eating ketchup sandwiches with.
Worry about the wrong thing.
Oh man, if I got 500,000, bro, I'll at least give my siblings 10K apiece.
Now, all right, listen. I'm happy that she started counting towards the end because she's very, very bad at math. Now, she said if she had 500,000, she'll at least give all her siblings 6K apiece, right? The thing about giving your siblings 6K apiece is that what happens after y'all run out of the 6K? What happens after you get that 6K? What are you gonna do in your life that's gonna be life-changing with that 6K? Not saying that it's impossible, but it's not like she's forming some sort of conversation around, yo, I had this idea, I tried to bring it to her, she curved me. No, you said, I lost my job and I asked you to give me some bread. So after she gave you the bread, hypothetically, what was you going to do after you ran out of that bread? Because you telling all. So being that you telling all, tell everything. What was your plans on how you was going to live after you got that bread? And how much bread was you literally asking for? But the thing about it is this, right? Like I said, Facebook is the Waffle House of motherfucking social media. And shit is going to go up all the time. So when she wrote all of this stuff about Glorilla, somebody who knows her chimed in and they said, Scarface, tell everything. You tell everything, but when you try to inbox TMZ, Memphis Media, Shade Room, all types of shit, trying to sell stories about her just to make your sister look like something she's not, is back. She said this shit backfired on you. Maybe you should go with a plan B and keep door dashing. Because after that, she shouldn't even look at your way, even look your way. This shit embarrassing. It be your own family. All right, we had to read and Memphis typing. All right, now listen. The thing about that is this: she actually got through the TMZ, and this is where it goes to another level of what the hell is going on. Now, I'ma say this, yo. Grown man, grown woman, whether you got a partner or not, I don't care if you a woman and you've been working hard your whole life. If you got a partner, your partner is not obligated to pay your bills. Your bills are things that you incur on your own. And this is not towards just women, because men too. Just because you got a partner and she got the crib and she might be dealing with you even though you ain't got a crib, that don't mean that it's time for you to move in with her, my nigga. Because if you can't even handle yourself as a man with whatever situation you at, how you gonna handle yourself living in somebody else's shit? Y'all gotta start getting yourselves together. This is a sidebar away from all of this stuff, because men and women in society, y'all,
hey, he preaching, boy. Y'all better listen.
y'all don't want to work. Y'all don't want to do shit. And I ain't talking about the ones that's watching me at work right now, because you know we on the same type of wavelength. I'm talking about the people that make excuses. This is not just for no rappers. This is people all the time. Yo, you just got that job. Why don't you get me a job? I remember one time I got a job, and a nigga said to me that he asked me for a job. He asked me, could I get him a job to be a janitor? Now, mind you, I'm working at a record label. I am the vice president of A&R at a record label. I wouldn't know where to start when it comes to being a janitor. Yet you think that I have some sort of information for you to get a job. Meanwhile, I just got me a job. People feel entitled to wherever they know somebody and they could benefit from it. They don't come with solutions, they just come with their problems. They don't come with plans. They just come to you all the time. Yo, bro, I was thinking this. Maybe I could do this. Maybe we could. And it'd be some shit that they ain't even qualified for, nor do they know anything about, and they expect you to just teach them that shit, especially in music. Let's watch the TMZ clip, because this is the funniest shit out of everything.
If you're trying to stay lean and jacked and athletic from the comfort of your own home.
Let's start with just your grievance that you feel that your sister has an obligation to share the wealth.
Hey, yeah, she got an obligation to share the wealth. We stay here, we struggle together. Took baths and bars of water, rest, roaches, all that. Yeah, she obligated. Is them friends obligated? She doing everything for them. So yeah, I feel like I'm obligated.
What is it you think she's not doing for the family? What is the... you're making it sound like there's a real financial hardship. Describe what you're talking about.
She's not doing nothing. Nothing. She's not doing nothing for family. At all. She do little oohs and ahs for our parents or whatever, but barely nothing, because my mama still clocking the clock at FedEx. No, she don't want to work. Gloria got y'all believing this fake-ass, imaginary-ass thing where she retired them. No, she did not. My dad retired because his time was up. She supposed to have retired my mama, but she didn't. My mama still clocking the clock at FedEx.
Why does she owe it to you to support you and to support the family beyond what she wants to do? It's her money, right?
Because
the Christmas tree still being up tells me almost everything I want to know about this situation. The word is entitled, not obligated. You feel like she's obligated to help you. No, you feel entitled. You feel entitlement to her shit, to her hard work, to what she's done. And you really don't have a ground to stand on.
don't go on no interviews, talk about our struggle. You want to do that. That's not right. You don't sit here and talk about struggles, sit here and struggle with. It's not one sibling, you got 9 other siblings. She get her money just because she got plenty other in Memphis she getting money to. I got 2 siblings staying down there in Atlanta with her that she treat them like housemaids. Y'all keep on painting this picture like she's just a good person, an upright person. She's not.
So here's something that Glow pretty publicly did last year when your dad, you said he retired. His time was up, so he retired. And she bought him a brand new Jaguar as a retirement gift, right? And we saw this back in November. I mean, that's pretty nice to give someone a Jaguar, no?
Yeah, what picture of the Jaguar do you have?
I just know it's a white Jaguar.
What's crazy is how she switched up, you know what I mean, the whole time after she heard about that Jaguar, but she keeps talking about these 9 siblings and all of that. And she talks about her and her mother's relationship. What if her and her mother or y'all mother didn't have the best relationship? What if she resents your mother? What if she resents your mother for having all of these kids and not being able to take care of 1, maybe 2 of them, and all of y'all had to suffer? Maybe her only goal, and it might be a selfish goal, was to get away from all of that shit. Don't mean it's right, but that's her obligation if that's what she wanted to do. Now, the thing about this thing with the Jaguar is this, man. Like, when she asked about, when they brought up that Jaguar, is like, she heard about a ghost or some shit. Like, she ain't know what to say, where it was going, what the situation was. But let's hear her talk about the Jaguar, because this is the funniest part about the whole thing.
Jaguar do you have?
I just know it's a white Jaguar.
What picture, what evidence do you have of the brand new Jaguar?
Are you saying that the Jaguar was not, she didn't actually give him a
It
Jaguar?
was nowhere near new. What evidence do you have of that brand new Jaguar?
There's an Instagram video
And
of
of
it.
course, she gonna try to make it look good for y'all. My dad over there broke as a mother right now.
Let's say she has $2 million. How much of that does she owe to you and the rest of the family of that $2 million?
She can get all of her like $2,500 a piece.
How much?
$2,500.
25, like, how, for, that's it, just 2,500 flat, or is that a?
$2,500 flat.
I think she would jump at that.
I think if that's all you want, I think Glow might jump at that.
But imagine her being on for 4 years and not giving us zero. None at all.
What does your mom think about you going public with this whole thing?
At the end of the day gotta end. I don't give a
Yo, she said out of $2 million, that she want $2,500. $2,500. So you could buy the whole family off with $22,500. She want 25. Yo, it's no way possible this girl could count, yo. It's no way fucking possible that this girl can count. And this is sad. This is extremely sad. It's sad for a lot of reasons. One in particular is how grown-ass men and women don't want to take care of themselves, don't want to work. My brother over there asking for, what's your brother doing every day? What is he doing? Because if your sister's on the road, she in the studio, she doing all types of stuff. What is your brother doing or contributing to her situation where he could be getting him some money? See, that's the problem.
Nothing.
You bring people around, your family members, friends, whatever, and then they don't know what to do with themselves, but say, what you got for me? Here's the video of her giving her dad the truck, though, or the Jaguar.
I'm pretty sure the post office appreciate all your hard work. You know I appreciate your hard work. You spoke as a little girl. So I got a gift for you for your retirement party. You gotta come outside. Yeah, I got a gift for you. Spoke as a little girl. So I got a gift for you for your retirement party. You gotta come outside. Yeah. That's your dad. You said you want to cry, Dad. He said he want him a jag. He got him a jag.
Listen, man. Stop having a bunch of kids without no plans. This is how I do it.
And this is why they siblings got on there and said that she doing their parents wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, in a way you is. That's just ridiculous to me. Shoot. Got to go in time again. I cannot sing. Let me stop playing. I sing like an angel. The fact y'all call Glorilla Sister
So
Gorilla
what
is
happens when a
hilarious.
box user
Jeffrey Epstein still being alive. Now, I covered this a couple of days ago, basically talking about an alleged Fortnite account that had apparently been reactivated after Jeffrey Epstein died. It was apparently his account. Well, now there's a lot of mixed messages coming out. Fortnite themselves are denying that this is Epstein's account. They're saying that somebody is playing a prank. But then there's other stuff circulating where people think they found even more proof that Epstein could still be alive. Maybe he faked his death. Maybe he was smuggled out. They may have made a fake Epstein corpse out of some boxes. It's crazy. And I'm going to break it all down for you in this video. So the first thing I'm going to show you is this. This is from Fortnite States. It says, hey, official Fortnite here. This was a ruse by a Fortnite player. A few days ago, an existing Fortnite account owner changed their username to something totally unrelated to Little Saint Jeff 1, following the revelation of Little Saint Jeff 1 as a name on YouTube. These Fortnite trackers only display your current name, not any prior changes to it. We have no record of the subject's email addresses referenced in the public document existing in the Fortnite account system. Since the public document releases, people have created Fortnite accounts with similar looking email addresses and usernames. So they're saying it's cap. Okay, I hope Fortnite aren't trying to cover for Jeffrey Epstein. That's I pray that's not what's going on, okay? People saying thanks for the clarification. All right, they're saying we have no record of the suspect's email addresses referenced in the public document existing in the Epic account system. Well, what's this? Charge for V-Bucks on Fortnite. Okay. Says if you have no record of his email, then your records are incomplete. Given the records show his email tied to V-Bucks purchases, assign this 0 credibility score. We're official. Come on, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. But look, it says I'm sure it's a coincidence he brought V-Bucks back in 2019. All right, there's a lot of strange things going around, but one of the craziest things going around, okay, since now we've got to believe that Fortnite are in on the conspiracy, okay, but the theory that Epstein is still alive, it's moved from the fringes of the internet. Now it's becoming, you know, a big question mark that people are digging into, and people are saying they're finding new evidence in the files that there's actually a high-level cover-up going on. So this is going around, okay? This is an interesting Reddit post that I saw yesterday. I thought I need to talk about this. So it says, I'm a former maximum security CO who posted about Epstein's suspicious death 6 months ago. There's a new data point, and now Occam is finally rolling over in his grave. 6 months ago, I posted my perspective on Epstein's death. My position was that the official story doesn't hold up operationally. Cameras failing, officers sleeping simultaneously, suicide watch conveniently removed, cell design defeated, and forensics that don't match. Each one unlikely, but together nearly impossible. It says, now we have the document dumped 3.5 million pages. Buried in there is a detail that caught my attention. The decoy body. According to the released files, when Epstein's body was removed from the Metropolitan Correctional Center, jail staff created what appeared to be a body, using boxes and sheets. They loaded this into a white van marked as medical examiner, and the media then followed that van. The actual body was loaded into a black vehicle that left unnoticed. This is not normal. This is not a thing. In my entire time in corrections, I've never heard of a decoy body transport. There's no protocol for it, no training for it, no reason to do it. When an inmate dies, you document everything. You follow chain of custody and you move the body through the proper channels. You don't create fake corpses to misdirect journalists. This was an operational misdirection. The question is, misdirection from what? Let me lay it out again. Camera failure. Federal facilities have redundant camera systems. They're checked regularly, and when they go out, it's considered emergency maintenance. Total failure at the exact moment of a high-profile inmate's death is extremely unlikely. Sleeping officers. 2 officers allegedly fell asleep simultaneously and falsified records. These are federal correctional officers, selected, trained, and assigned to one of the most sensitive posts in corrections history. 1 officer falling asleep is a fireable offense. 2 at the same time on this particular inmate, unlikely. SUID, watch removal. Epstein was placed on watch after a previous incident. Removal requires administrative approval. It's not a casual decision. It was removed shortly before his death, drastically lowering the protection around him at exactly the wrong moment. The cell design. Federal high-security cells are specifically engineered to prevent the S word. Fixtures are designed to prevent ligature points. Bedding is designed to tear under weight. It's not impossible to, do the big sad, but the cells are designed to make it difficult. The forensic evidence. The autopsy showed injuries to the neck, specifically broken bones, that multiple independent forensic experts said were more consistent with strangulation than by hanging by sheet. This doesn't prove murder, but it's another data point that doesn't fit the official narrative cleanly. The new data point, decoy body. I have literally never heard of this before in years of corrections. Occam's razor. People misuse this concept constantly. Occam's razor doesn't say the simplest sounding explanation is true. It says you shouldn't multiply entities unnecessarily because the explanation that requires the fewest independent assumptions is usually correct. The official story requires you to believe: 1. Redundant camera systems failed simultaneously by coincidence at the exact moment of death. 2. 2 trained federal officers fell asleep at the same time on the highest profile inmate in the country by coincidence. 3. Administrative approval was given to remove S-Watch shortly before death by coincidence. 4. An inmate defeated cell design specifically engineered to